We're here at the Cenotaph at Belfast City Hall this morning. This, of course, commemorates those servicemen and servicewomen who so bravely laid down their lives for our freedom. Men and women who were serving our country, our nation, our people, and who paid the ultimate price for our liberty. Jesus came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. We see a vivid illustration of this the night before he goes to the cross of Calvary. Jesus and the disciples have got together to have the Last Supper. They're there in the upper room, in the hot climate of Palestine. They would have come in with sweaty and dirty feet. And it was the custom in those days for a servant to wash the feet of all the guests. Now, it was a small gathering and there was no servant present. And everyone was looking at one another, kind of waiting each other out, seeing who would lift the basin, who would get down and wash the feet, who would do this menial task. To the disciples' amazement, Jesus, the teacher in this group, stands up. He takes off his outer robes, he puts a towel around his waist, he fills a basin with water, and one by one he washes the disciples' feet. It's a beautiful picture of Jesus' love for his people, of Christ's servant heart for those he came to save. A picture of him washing us from the dirt, the foul, the filth of sin. How do we receive Jesus' washing? Well, as Jesus gets to Peter in typical Peter fashion, he blurts out, "Jesus, you'll never wash my feet." He can't understand how the teacher, the rabbi, can possibly wash his feet, how he can do the job of a servant. But Jesus tells him, "Peter, you must. You must let me wash your feet. You must receive my washing if you're to have a part of me." And this is true for you and for me. As we come to Jesus, we must recognize that not only our feet, but our whole lives are dirty and filthy. That we need his washing from sin. That we have sinned against him in thought, in word, and in action. And that we need the cleansing that only he can bring. We must see our need of Jesus. We must place our faith in him. We must see that he and he alone can wash us from sin. For he came to be a servant, not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many.